everybody, my name is Katie Marich and I'm a Leppington for those of you who I'm yet to meet. Welcome. This is a thrift store or second-hand, as we say in England, haul. I've put charity as well because some second-hand shops or thrift store or vintage shops do give a percentage to charity, and others you can take your clothes there, give them to price up, and you then get a percentage of that final sale in return. So that's great. Or you can get it a store credit or whatever. So I've shopped from two different vintage and second-hand shops, and let me just straighten this a little bit more. And it did quite well. So the first one is based in Nottingham, but if you're not in my area, I will leave the websites or the contact information for these stores in the description box. So just to let you know, the prices vary. I'm living in Derbyshire, in Derby, but I shop in Nottingham, Derby and all over the place. So this one is, firstly, this is a 80s shirt dress. So this, the print, you can tell is an 80s shirt dress. So when you go like this, you can tell by the print. So it's got this kind of, let me show you on the collar, this kind of fabric. It's just very Hilary from Fresh Prince Bel-Air. This is why I love it. It's in a small, so clothing sizes back then were very different. It's vintage, it says on the label. It was a small and it's from White Rose and it was £12.95. So the shop where I purchased it from is White Rose. And the store it is originally from isn't in here. I think the label's been cut out. I think it has been, yeah. But it's got these buttons that are covered in the fabric, which I really love, and it's midi length. So, and I never try these clothes on for you, but sometimes you see me wearing them in my videos, because you're not going to be able to go and buy the same thing that I've bought, but it gives you an idea of what's available in these shops, and it also makes you think about, oh, that might look nice on me. It might give you some alternative inspiration, because you might not think to wear something from the 80s. But I was an 80s baby, so I'm very nostalgic about the 80s. It's short sleeve. Short sleeve. Do you know what? I'm looking at it thinking, I'm sure that we used to have a sofa in a similar fabric in the 90s. It's got this stitching on top of the sleeves, which means that it slightly puffs them. They're not a puff sleeve per se, but they are. There is that extra stitching. It's got, you know, all of the lovely greens, all of the burgundies, the burnt rusty orange, navies, kind of like a creamy yellowy colour, and just that classic print. So you could wear this with wedges because it comes below the knee. I would wear it with wedges, just for the day wear, basically daily wear. That's the inside and that's the outside. And a shirt dress, actually, the shape of a shirt dress doesn't date. We still have shirt dresses in 2021, and we had them in the 80s and in the 90s and even before then. So I think it's really easy to just throw them on. The waist is slightly elasticated. Here you can see there's a bit of elastication there, and the elastication is on the back. So I always like to make friends with elastic because it means you can eat a bit more. So you've got that elastic on the waist as well, so it's comfortable. It moves with you if you want to eat a little bit. And you could also, if it gets colder, do what I do and throw leggings on with every dress that I have, if it's too cold, and wear little ballet pumps with it. Or you could wear it as a dress with, maybe you could find some 80s shoes in your thrift store or your second-hand store or your vintage store, but I would definitely wear wedges with it and pick out one of the colours to accessorise. Probably wear the same lippy I've got on now. Yeah, wear the same lippy I've got on now. And they're quite autumnal colours actually, so you can layer up. You could put a jumper over it if you like. So yeah, £12.95 for that. That is the most expensive item that I've got because it is vintage. So next I have got this little skirt. Look at this little skirt. So I saw this on the mannequin and I just hoped that it would fit me because she had to take it off the mannequin for me. It's from White Rose again. Their stores are all over Nottingham. They've got quite a few stores now. It is a Zara basic and it's a European medium. There you go, proof that it's Zara. I'm not a massive fan of Zara. I know there's a lot of you that love Zara, but I'm not a massive fan of Zara. And I do think that they come up quite small, or maybe it's just that I don't like to buy a medium, but you know. This is £6.50 and I thought it's just nice for work. I would wear this because it's got those lovely little silver hardware on it, just at the front, and this line, and it's an A-line mini skirt that I could wear this with a polo neck. I could wear it to work. I can wear it with chunky tights and boots. It's black, so it goes with anything. And I didn't have a skirt. I don't normally go for A-line because I'm pear-shaped and I always kind of feel like it makes me look like a cupcake on legs. But when I tried it on, and I did try it on, you can go and try things on now in England, in the changing room, which normally I hate trying things on, but I did. It fit perfectly, and this waist is elastic, which means more room for food, because in the winter as well, I think this would probably be about a 12 in size, really. I always do, like some videos you'll see of clothing hauls, I'll go from an 8 to a 10, and then others I'll say to you I'm a 10 to 12 at the moment, so I go up and down and it doesn't bother me. My wardrobe does range from an 8 to a 12, and that's fine. So this will be really beneficial if I put on a few pounds. Oh, nice bit of elastication. Yeah, it's all good. So that's really nice. Quite a thick material. It almost looks to the naked eye woolly, but it's not woolly at all. It's more polyestery, maybe acrylic even. But yeah, that's from Zara. That was £6.50. And then I went to a store in Derby called the Amber Room. And it's Preloved Clothing Boutique is what they identify themselves with. White Rose, a percentage of their purchases does go to charity. So check that out on the website. With the Amber Room, I don't think it does, but I do think that they do a really good exchange where you either get credit for in-store if you send your clothes in there, or they give you some money back. So that's great. So the first one I got, they're kind of like mainly work related, but I got this little, I would class it as a shift dress, checked shift dress, this check, with this white collar. Now the collar is a little bit dingy inside, but I think I could get the stain out. And that was from New Look in a size 10. And it's just a little dress. You could wear a long sleeve top underneath that, wear it with boots again. How much was that? It doesn't say how much it was. I might have another receipt in there that will tell you. And then I also got another one that was really similar, in this red and green check, with a white collar, and the collar's a little bit dingy inside on that one as well, but like I say, I reckon I can get it out. This is from, this has got like a little button and a zip at the back. The other one just had a zip. Where's it from? It did tell me where it was from originally. Don't know where it's from. But these are just nice little dresses to wear, but I thought I could wear them with tights and boots, or I could wear them alone as dresses and heels, or I could wear them with leggings, which is my solution for everything. This has got ruching on the sleeve, whereas the others didn't. It was just a plain sleeve. They are puff sleeves. They come in. Haven't tried these on yet. And they both come just above the knee, which is fine. And they're like a thicker fabric, so I'm looking forward to wearing those. I've got another receipt here. I think this is the one. Yeah, so one was 16. I think the dresses were, yeah, the dresses were 16 together. So that's a bargain, isn't it? For 2 dresses, 16 quid. And then this one was £12. No, the dresses were £6 each, so they were £12 together. This one was £16, but it's totally worth it. It is a Henry Holland brand. I love Henry Holland. I've got some Henry Holland when we used to have Debenhams. It's gone now, hasn't it? But it's a size 10 by Henry Holland. And it's this like faux suede, softest of the soft fabric dress, like a tunic dress. So it comes in at the waist here. It's got this yoke going on and this tie. And then at the back, it's got a zip. Now throughout winter you're going to see me wearing these because quite often I film hauls after work, after school. And it's got these little buttons on. They're not functionable buttons. They're just stitched. So they're not working buttons. Nice long sleeve top underneath, nice brown boots. It's like a rusty, it's more of a rusty colour than a burnt orange, it's more brown than it is orange, because you can tell that compared to my orange polka dot. And it is really lovely, really lovely. So nice with like an aubergine, like purpley top, or like a forest green top, or a khaki green top, or like a red, plummy red, or black, or navy. So many colours can go with this. Really autumnal, really nice, for £16. So I don't mind paying that when something's so lovely. I know that the lighting's a bit weird, but I'm filming this later than I normally would. So that is from the Amber Room in Derby. So these last few items, 5 items, bargains. I always like to buy secondhand. I like the idea that there's less likely to be someone wearing the same thing as me. It stops clothes going to waste, going into landfill. If you don't get on with them or you don't like them, you can either sell them or donate them to a charity shop. And also you get some really good bargains, some designer and high street brands for a fraction of the price. So it's really, really beneficial. Don't be snobby about going to vintage thrift stores, second-hand stores or charity shops, because actually if you want to be you, that's missing out. It really will be. So I will link everything below so you can access the shops online, and you can also like type in the name on Instagram or Facebook and have a look at what they've got in store, because quite often they've got like new arrival section. So even if you're not from Nottingham or you're not from Derby, don't forget to have a look on the links. You might have a local store which sells just as good stuff. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the notification bell when to be notified when I upload a new video. Take care, God bless, see you soon.